Why does God allow pain and suffering? It's a question we all ask. Sometimes we sit alone, quietly crying, wondering if He sees. But even in silence, God is working. In the busyness of life, pain often walks beside us. The tired faces in the crowd, the weight on our shoulders, God sees it all, and He cares. When the rain falls hardest, we lift our hands in prayer, desperate for answers. And though we may feel forgotten, God's light breaks through the darkest clouds. Sometimes, comfort comes through people, those who show up in our hardest moments. Through them, God reminds us we're not alone. When we fall to our knees, broken and worn, God meets us there. In our lowest points, His light shines brightest. In quiet places, like a small room or a flickering candle, God speaks. Pain teaches us to listen, to slow down, and to seek His presence. Just like fire refines metal, suffering shapes us. It's not wasted. God uses every trial to strengthen something inside of us. The journey may be steep and the climb painful, but every step brings us closer to who God is calling us to be. Even when things seem lifeless, God brings new growth. A single spark of hope can grow in the most broken places. In hospital rooms and waiting areas, when hope feels thin, His presence comes. God is near the hurting more than we know. We ask, if God is loving, why not stop all the pain? But true love requires freedom. Without free will, love would be forced. Pain exists because God gave us the power to choose, both good and bad. In that same freedom, we can choose love. Like a father embracing his crying child, it's a glimpse of God's heart, freely given. Tragedy may shake the world, but it doesn't shake God's love. In the rubble, in the silence, He is there, moving through those who choose to love. Even in nature's fiercest storms, God's presence shines through the resilience of His people. Pain becomes a place where faith grows, and hope rises like a beacon. Suffering reminds us of what really matters, our loved ones, our faith. When everything falls away, we see the blessings we've taken for granted, and we remember joy is always close. God's Word doesn't promise a pain-free life, but it promises we can find meaning in the struggle. Every trial holds a lesson, and every tear brings us closer to truth. When we feel crushed, lost, or abandoned, God can make a way. The very pain that seems to bury us becomes the place He opens a new path forward, one filled with hope. God collects every tear, cherishing your pain like drops of light in His hands. He doesn't let your suffering go unnoticed. It's stored in His love, working for good in ways we may not see. In the quiet moments, whether in prayer or a still cafe, God's peace breaks through. Pain softens us, tuning our hearts to hear His voice more clearly than before. Sometimes pain itself becomes beauty. Like shattered pottery restored with gold, your brokenness becomes something more precious. God doesn't waste your pain. He redeems it. If this message spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep trusting God, knowing that even in pain, He's crafting something beautiful in your life.